All right, YouTube, welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I'm streaming live every market open so you guys can see my entries, exits, all that good stuff. If you want to join me on my journey, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get to it, y'all. Go over these trades for the day. Man, I haven't had a good day in a minute. And it's always me, man. I'm just getting into my own way. Today was like egregious because I took a pre-market trade on SMCI. Like, I don't know what it is. Some mornings I just I want to take a trade pre-market. I don't know why. There wasn't even like an extreme opportunity here. You know what I mean? I mean, it was cool. Like, let's see. Go over to the actual entry here. Okay, so it dips below VWAP. Pretty good volume. You know, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. But just like considering the time of day. Consider the time of day. And even if you look at the low, it's still up pretty high. It's still up pretty high. Um, yeah, so I mean, it doesn't even matter. I don't want to trade pre-market. I shouldn't have done it. I did it, and it did not work out. Mainly because I just refused to keep my stop. You know, my stop was 47.50, and I wanted to see if it was gonna bounce back up, and it just kept going lower and lower, and then I finally cut it at 4R. You know, I don't. It's just like some of those. Sometimes you do something and it's just so counter to your whole objective. It's hard to understand it. But yeah, just human. It just happens. I don't know, man. If I could have just took my stop and reassessed, that would have been so much better than losing 4R on one trade. Like, don't even have opportunity to do anything today, you know? Um, yeah, that sucks. But um, also, a big thing that has been messing me up is the daily. Like, when I look at the daily, if I just look at this and think intraday, would I want to buy up here? No, I wouldn't. This is a terrible buy. This is a high of day breakout, right? That's not something I would buy. Looking at this is the candle I want to buy, the break of that candle, right? And I traded this day. But these other days, they're not good buy setups. And I have to be able to see that, and I have to be able to say, I'm not trading it. That is my main issue, man. I trade whatever. I trade whatever. I look at it. If I see something great, of course I'm gonna pick that over a mid setup. But if there's nothing great and all there is mids, then I'm gonna trade mids. And I have to be able to sit down and when I don't see anything to just say I'm not trading today. It's so difficult, man. But that's definitely one of the things that I need to implement and conquer if I'm going to be successful, cuz there's just so many tickers out there, man. If I can't keep myself to the best ones, to the best setups, then I'm never going to win. So yeah, totally threw away my day on SMCI. Still had a little bit of room on my max loss, which I shouldn't have because I'm supposedly only supposed to lose 3R in a day, and here we are at 6R. I just destruction, man, absolute destruction. PLTR, I'm not terribly mad at my entry on PLTR, but I mean, I could have waited for this, and if I waited for this, is this good? Is this a good narrow range entry? No, it's not. It's far away from the stop. It's not a good entry. And these are ones you can pass up, man. These are ones you can pass up. Let's just look at it. Big pull down. This volume is not big. Like, this is just, all right, this is a pullback from the short side, right? A pull up. And then we got this, which kind of made me feel better. Like, okay, so the sellers are not stepping back in. And then you see this. I'm like, okay, well, let me go ahead and add because clearly this is going to the moon, right? And then it made it to VWAP, and I saw the struggle here, and I don't know why I didn't sell. Just take some, at least to save the day. Because if I get stopped out on this position after adding, the day is over, and I didn't do anything. I just imagine taking profit here at VWAP where you're supposed to and moving my stop to break even, right? Boom, winning trade, probably down only 3R on the day, and then I can reassess. And now, but whatever. Not whatever. Yeah, I just failed today. I just failed today. Uh, these type of entries can work if I'll just take profit. If I could just take profit and move my stop to break even, this isn't a terrible play. But without my ability to do that, it's just like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You got to take profit at VWAP, high of day, pre-market high. Like, that's just kind of the way it goes. So, yeah, just kind of another day. Expectations and just performance, really, man. I just wasn't in the right mind, which brings me back to my lack of a real solid pre-market routine. Like, I feel like my scanner's good, and I as far as going through the tickers and all that, I have a routine for that, but an actual routine, like to set your mindset and to go over the plan and what do we do if this happens and what do we do if that happens, that type of thing. Like, I've been wanting to do that for so long, but I just have not been able to sit down and do it. Yeah. But the main thing is to be able to pick the best daily setups, and when I don't see those, to just not trade. Just not trade. Like, imagine the win of that type of day, to get to that point where I'm so only taking my setups to the point that I'm not even going to trade if it's not there. Like, yeah, so that's where I got to get to, man. That's where I got to get to, just to give myself the chance. I'm not even giving myself a chance. So the goal for the rest of the week for sure is to just be really picky pre-market and to just be like, look, if I don't see it, I'm not trading. And that's that. That's that. The daily has to be something that I would take intraday. Like, if you look at the daily, like, man, if this was intraday, I would buy that right there. Like, that is the type of setup I want. So I'm almost ready to go back down to $1 risk at this point, or one share, because I'm really not liking losing money over and over again, like larger than necessary amounts. But it sucks because the goal is to increase risk, but you have to earn that, and I'm going the opposite direction. So I don't know. Gotta get better on the dailies, man. Just my discernment of the daily would be so helpful. So helpful. Like, you have so much more room for error if the daily setup is fire. If the momentum is really towards the upside, you have so much more room for error. So I got to give myself a better chance. That's the plan for tomorrow, the rest of the week, the rest of my career. Yeah, but that's all I got, man. I just wanted to kind of go over and talk about this. Yeah, I'm just doing bad in picking my stocks again. And it was just, things were super hot for like a couple weeks, and my gap list was crazy every morning, and now it's been like 2 or 3 things. I think I have 4 things in my gap up this morning, and one of them was a buyout. So that's the market, though. It's got its ebbs and flows, its ups and downs, and I just have to be dynamic enough to survive and do the right thing in each moment. But I'm working on it, man. Appreciate y'all for the support, hanging out with me and all that stuff. Be back at it tomorrow, man. There ain't nothing else to do. Just come back tomorrow. And I got to lean into my pre-market routine way more. Way more. Like, that's literally where the money's made, in pre-market. As far as mindset, as far as picking the right stocks, all of that, So I got to get better with that for sure. tomorrow. We'll get it, man. Anyway, peace and love. I'm out. Deuces.